Hello, we are currently in hiding from the government after the Electro incident, but we still wish to share our knowledge with the public and no government can stop us. Anyway, due to our non-existing funding for our videos, we had to settle for an old CD in the lab archives. Sure, it's old, but surprisingly accurate and still holds true to this day. Please settle down while Lovebug and I fix the lab self-destruct button. Not important! Please enjoy. Do you enjoy creating light with some simple concepts? Do you like solving math equations that you thought would never apply in your everyday life? Do you consider arson an enjoyable hobby? If you answered yes to the last question, then you need therapy. But otherwise, you would be an excellent fit for the fac-ece lab's opening for the electrical engineering position. Luckily, this is a simple position that is only on occasion life-threatening, and in the rare case that you do die, your insurance provider should handle all your affairs after you kick the bucket. But that's what we are here for. We shall educate you to prevent this kind of situation from happening. None of these concepts are too complicated, so don't worry if you have no previous experience with this kind of thing. Whether you're a professional electrician or a hopeless, incompetent college graduate recently kicked out of your parents' house, we have you covered. We'll teach you the basics of your potential new job, including electrical currents, Ohm's law, and electromagnetic induction. With this knowledge, you'll be a shoo-in for our company. The first thing you should know about your new job is how electric currents work. Simply put, electrical currents are the flow of electrons, or negatively charged particles, within a circuit. A circuit is a closed loop, sort of like a circuit that you would see on a racetrack, but instead of cars, electrons race along these currents. Most electric currents have 3 and occasionally 4 main components. The first is an energy source. The electrons don't come from nowhere. This is often in the form of a battery, such as those make the light bulb light up experiments from school. Secondary is a conductor, where the electrons flow. The third is an electrical load, a device such as a light bulb that the electrons pass through. There is a fourth one, and that is a switch, where you can open and close the current. This is useful in many cases since you probably don't want a light bulb shining all the time. So now you know the basics of an electric circuit, but perhaps you would like a more number-filled experience with them. Well, you've probably heard of terms such as amps, current, and voltage without fully understanding what they mean. Amps are the units we use to measure electron flow, which is called current. Voltage is the initiator of electron flow, starting it all up, and resistance somewhat weakens the electron flow. Why would you need to know all this? Well, it all has to do with a little something called Ohm's law. In simplest terms, Ohm's law states that the voltage is equivalent to the current and resistance multiplied together. And if you know two values, you can find the third using algebra, assuming you're good at math. Ohm's law is essential to know in all things electric currents, so you'd better remember it. Alright, we're in the home stretch, people. There's one more thing you should know. But first, a question. How are magnets and electric currents related? If you knew the answer, it doesn't matter because we're going to tell you anyway. If you coil a bunch of wire and run a current through it, you may notice it acts like a magnet, because that's exactly what it is, an electromagnet to be accurate. When charges move from one place to another, a magnetic field is created. That's basically what an electric current is, so when you did that light bulb experiment, you were creating a magnet as well. However, it would have been a very weak current. Coiling the wire makes it much stronger. It will only have a magnetic field while a current is running through the wire. If there's no current, then you just have a useless coil of wire. This is useful in devices where magnetic field doesn't need to be on all the time. Well, that's everything. Thank you for watching this video on electricity. We hope this gave you a better understanding of the basics of electric currents, Ohm's law, and even electromagnets. Now get out there and have a shockingly great time. fac Labs is not responsible for injuries, deaths, spontaneous combustion, or unsuccessful lobotomies in the workplace. Well, that was something. At least it did a nice job explaining everything. Hey Lovebug, how's that self-destruct button? Great! Hopefully you'll have to never use it. Shoot. Good thing the self-destruct button is fixed. Let's go! Is this a camera? Hey Mom, look, I'm on TV!